Hello students! In this video I'm going to show you how to calculate something called limiting and excess reactant. The problem says, if 200 grams of sulfur reacts with 100 grams of chlorine, what mass of disulfur dichloride is produced? Well, the first thing that we need to do when we have an equation that is already balanced is to analyze the problem. In here it says that we have 200 grams of sulfur and 100 grams of chlorine, and it is asking us for the mass of disulfur dichloride. What is the problem here? Compared to the normal problems that you were used to resolve, in here we have two knowns. So which one of them we're going to use? For that, the first thing that we need to do is to change those grams to moles. To change from grams to moles, what we need to calculate first is the molar mass of each of them. So for S8, we would have 32 grams per mole from sulfur multiplied times 8 equals 256 grams per mole. And for chlorine, we would have 35 grams per mole times 2, and it would give us 70 grams per mole. When we already have these two amounts, we're going to convert the 200 grams of sulfur 8 to moles. Check that we're going to have grams of sulfur in the beginning and moles of sulfur at the end. So down in the fraction we're going to have grams of sulfur, and up in the fraction we're going to have the moles. As we're going to take these two amounts from the molar mass, we're always going to have 1 mole, and on this case 256 grams of sulfur 8. Check that this happens when we have exactly the same compound in the beginning than at the end. So in here we'll proceed the same way as before, 200 grams times 1 divided by 256, and it gives us a result of 0.78 moles of S8. Now we change the 100 grams of chlorine into moles of chlorine. We do exactly the same thing. We take the molar mass where we have 1 mole and 70 grams. And we multiply 100 times 1, divide by 70, and we get 1.42 moles of chlorine. Then, as a final step, we're going to divide these two numbers of moles by the coefficients. S8 divided by 1, it will be 0.78 moles. And the 1.42 moles of chlorine divided by 4, which is the coefficient, and it is 0.35 moles of chlorine. We compare which one of these two is smaller than the other one. So the smallest is going to be the limiting reactant, and the highest is going to be the excess. After this, we would select the number of grams given from the limiting reactant, and we would continue with what the problem is asking. Thank you for watching. I hope you got it.